Hey, you're listening to Marketing Out Loud, a daily podcast where I share advice, stories, and insights to help you build a thriving consulting or professional services practice. To subscribe to the show, head over to marketingoutloud.fm. I had an onboarding call with a new client this morning. The client had just joined my coaching program, the 90-day pipeline. And so I like doing a call before they jump in, just to get a sense of, what are they looking for? Why did they join? What are they hoping to achieve? What are some of their fears and worries about joining the program and doing this work? And so this client is a young, up-and-coming lawyer, very smart, very bright. He's worked at a big firm. He's now got his own practice. He's done a number of different things and is looking to bring some focus to the work. And he said something interesting. He said, look, I've done enough work now that I have a really good sense of what's out there, and I have a hypothesis of the kind of work that I'd like to pursue, and I want to validate that that work is actually out there and that I can get that work and build a business around it. And I've been thinking about this for a while, haven't really been able to make any progress or get any traction on my own because I haven't given it the focus that it deserves. So I thought, this would be a great way for me to give it that focus. And I thought that was brilliant. And that's true for all of us. If I think about my work, that's definitely true for me, that there have been times when I had a hypothesis about the business, about a certain kind of work or a certain kind of client or a direction. And I struggled to validate that hypothesis on my own until I created circumstances for myself that made it easy for me to do so. I talked previously about my experiences paying for advice, paying for coaching, and how that's really, really shaped what my business has become. And I think this is what this client is looking to do as well. And it makes perfect sense that he knows that on his own, he's going to get distracted, he's going to get busy. And frankly, he mentioned to me when we talked about fears, I love asking this question. It's my favorite question to ask a new client. What are you nervous about? What comes next is so telling. And he said to me, well, look, I'm nervous about the uncertainty. I'm nervous about the unknown. I don't know what's on the other side of this door. I don't know what's going to happen when I pursue this direction. And that makes me nervous. And that's key. And that's the reason why it would be very difficult for him to do this on his own. Because with the uncertainty, with the unknown, with the risk, it would be much more comfortable and much safer for him to just keep doing what he's always been doing. Because he's doing fine. He's not struggling. He's not hard up for rent, right? Like, he's a lawyer. He'll make money. It's not that hard, right? It's not, if you're just struggling to survive as a lawyer, you're doing it wrong. It's not that hard, right? But he wants to get to the next level. But the next level requires risk. It requires treading a path that is uncertain, a path that is unknown. And left to his own devices, he may not ever be able to take that step. So he saw my program and working with me as a coach as an opportunity to force him to go down a path that he knows is going to be uncomfortable, that he knows is lined with risk, that he knows is uncertain, because the potential payoff of going down that path is extremely, extremely valuable. So the question I want you to think about is, what are you putting off? What hypothesis or assumption or path or direction would you like to pursue? Would you like to test? Would you like to validate? But you're putting it off because it's lined with risk and uncertainty and it's unknown. And what can you do to box yourself in and force yourself to pursue that path? Hey, thanks for listening. Do me a favor. If you like what you hear, go on iTunes and leave us a rating and a review because it helps more people discover the show. Thanks so much.